Frank MEYER.
Hello.
Welcome to Cinema and Gastronomy, and we talk about food.
I love food. I eat it every day.
So I have read that for you are very important four things: family, friends, food, and music.
Yeah.
So in which order we will put all of them? So
Ooh.
it's difficult question, very
Right.
difficult.
Well, I mean, I have to say family first, but because if I don't, my family would probably kill me. So let's go family.
And you have a wonderful wife and daughter.
Thank you.
So it is very important.
Thank
family,
you. Yes,
huh?
yes. And my wonderful daughter and wife are both taller and stronger than me. So if I were to say anything but family first, it'd be that. But so I go family, and then I go.
Maybe we can get together too. Maybe music and food together.
Yeah, well, I gotta be honest. I love food, but music is my food. So I'm going family, music, food, and then friends. Because
And the
friends, I can
Yeah.
take or leave.
It's very nice what he said. My food is the music. This is very, very beautiful.
Thank you.
I have seen you have been to Hawaii short time ago,
Yep.
maybe 2 months or short time ago, and I have seen a picture that you have a lot of dishes
Yeah.
on a table, but I don't know what is. So can you tell us what did you eat there?
I'll also say a lot of what the best stuff I ate was sort of local dishes, of which I don't necessarily know all the names of. But here's what I can tell you: the dish that I had that I just loved, and I'd never had it before. It's called Loco Moco.
Loco Moco.
Loco Moco.
Loco Moco.
And it's rice with a hamburger patty, and then a mushroom gravy, and then an egg on top of it. And you kind of dip into it, so you get a little egg yolk, a little beef, a little gravy, and a little rice all in one bite. And that was fantastic. Because if you had told me, like, do you want a hamburger patty on rice? I go, no, I want a hamburger, and I want rice, but I don't want them together. But when I had this, I was like, oh, I get it. So that was fabulous. There was another thing I had that was, I don't remember the name of it, but it was basically like a slow roasted pulled pork, but in a like a leaf. It was cooked in a leaf that's kind of like a spinach leaf, basically, and they slow cook it in there. So when you get it, it looks like an alien pod from like Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Like you'd think an alien's gonna pop out of it, but you just dip into it and you get a little bit of the veggie and a little bit of the pork in one bite, and whoof, that was fantastic. Yeah.
How is an ordinary day at home?
How's what?
An ordinary day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, for example.
I love making breakfast. I love to cook breakfast. And so if I'm going to make breakfast in the morning, and I don't necessarily do this every morning, but if I'm going to make breakfast in the morning, I make bacon, and I make what my dad called greasy spoon eggs, which is you cook the egg in the bacon grease so it gets all crispy and stuff.
In the top of the bacon.
Well, meaning you cook the bacon, then you take the bacon out, but you leave all the grease in there. Then you cook the eggs in that, so it gets all crispy and stuff.
With oil or with butter?
I usually use a little bit of both, actually, a little oil and a little butter. And then I would make some toast, you know, some French bread or sourdough or something, and that maybe a coffee and an orange juice. That's my favorite breakfast.
What kind of coffee?
I usually just have black coffee. Yeah, I don't necessarily do a lot of fancy stuff with my coffee. That would be my breakfast. Lunch would probably, I'm a taco guy. And growing up in Los Angeles, you know, you can get great tacos, carne asada tacos anywhere. You know, Los Angeles is bordering with Mexico, so we get a lot of great Mexican food, very authentic, lots of great seafood, lots of great Mexican food. So for me, carne asada tacos, which are, I don't know if you know, but like street tacos, they call them. They're small on a corn tortilla, very simple, just carne asada, chopped steak essentially, with salsa, chopped onions, and some cilantro, and that's it, nothing else. But you get the right version of that, and oh, it's fantastic. and I like spicy food, so tacos. And then for dinner, I would probably have, I love fish, especially when I come here to Spain. I eat fish pretty much exclusively, so I would maybe go out and get a nice like fish, vegetables, and potatoes kind of thing. That would be sort of, yeah, that would be a nice day of eating.
And if we think about your mother, because I always love to say mother, what is the first memory when you was a child that come to smell in the kitchen?
My mom made a great lasagna, and that's a recipe I've passed on to my daughter, and she makes it all the time for her friends. So when I think of my mother in terms of smells, in terms of food, I think of her cooking the lasagna. She also made a great spaghetti sauce. She loved making Italian food. She wasn't Italian, but she loved making Italian food. So I think of basically either spaghetti pasta sauce or a lasagna in the oven, yeah.
And something sweet to finish?
Also, you mean something that also reminds me of my mother, or just anything?
Anything that when you think about sweet, the word sweet come to your mind.
Yeah, I love cheesecake. That's probably my favorite sweet. I mean, almost any kind of cheesecake.
Now it's fashion, cheesecake, everybody say.
Well, I'm a very fashionable man, as you can tell. So whatever the trendiest thing is, that's what I'm gonna have. No, I like cheesecake a lot. Like I like a fruit cheesecake, like a cheesecake with some fruit on it. That's good
perfect.
stuff. Yeah.
So with these very sweet words, we say you thank you very much, Frank, to be here in our kitchen, and I will try to do some of your dishes to see how I do. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.